What is the standard unit of measurement for free energy in biological systems? A. Joules. B. Kilocalories. C. Kelvin. D. Watts. The correct answer is B. Free energy in biological systems is commonly measured in kilocalories. Which type of reaction absorbs energy from the surroundings and has a positive delta G value? A. Endergonic. B. Exergonic. C. Spontaneous. D. Non-spontaneous. The correct answer is A. An endergonic reaction absorbs energy from its surroundings, resulting in a positive change in free energy, delta G greater than 0. What is the relationship between free energy, enthalpy, and entropy in a non-spontaneous reaction? A. Delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. B. Delta G is greater than delta H minus T delta S. C. Delta G is less than delta H minus T delta S. D. Delta G equals 0. The correct answer is B. In a non-spontaneous reaction, delta G is greater than delta H minus T delta S. What is the primary role of cyclic AMP, or CAMP, in cell signaling pathways? A. Signal transduction. B. Energy storage. C. Structural support. D. Cell division. The correct answer is A. Cyclic AMP, or CAMP, acts as a secondary messenger in cell signaling pathways, facilitating signal transduction processes within the cell. Which of the following reactions releases free energy and has a negative delta G value? A. Exergonic. B. Endergonic. C. Non-spontaneous. D. Spontaneous. The correct answer is A. An exergonic reaction releases free energy and has a negative change in free energy. Delta G is less than 0. What is the biological significance of ATP in cellular processes? A. Energy storage and transfer. B. Cell structure maintenance. C. Cellular waste removal. D. DNA replication. The correct answer is A. ATP serves as the primary energy currency in cells, storing and transferring energy for various cellular processes. Which molecule is commonly used as a building block for cyclic AMP, or CAMP, during cell signaling? A. ADP. B. AMP. C. ATP. D. GTP. The correct answer is C. Cyclic AMP, or CAMP, is formed from ATP during cell signaling. ATP acts as a precursor molecule. In a spontaneous reaction, the free energy change, delta G, is A. Negative. B. Positive. C. 0. D. Variable. The correct answer is A. Less than break time equals 1s greater than. In a spontaneous reaction, the free energy change, delta G, is negative, indicating that the reaction will proceed without an input of external energy. How does ATP contribute to cellular processes that require energy? A. By donating phosphate groups to other molecules. B. By inhibiting enzyme activity. C. By storing genetic information. D. By promoting cell death. The correct answer is A. ATP contributes to energy requiring cellular processes by donating phosphate groups to other molecules, transferring energy for various metabolic reactions. What is the Gibbs free energy equation for a reaction involving enthalpy and entropy changes in a biological system? A. Delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. B. Delta G equals delta H plus T delta S. C. Delta G equals delta H divided by T delta S. D. Delta G equals delta H multiplied by T delta S. The correct answer is A. The Gibbs free energy equation is delta G equals delta H minus T delta S, where delta G is the change in free energy, delta H is the change in enthalpy, T is the temperature in Kelvin, and delta S is the change in entropy. What is the major role of ATP in cellular processes that require energy? A. ATP is a structural component of cell membranes. B. ATP acts as an enzyme in metabolic reactions. C. ATP is the primary energy carrier in cells. D. ATP is involved in DNA replication. The correct answer is C. ATP is the primary energy carrier in cells, providing the necessary energy for various cellular processes. Which of the following molecules is an important second messenger formed from ATP during cell signaling pathways? A. NAD+. B. FAD. C. Cyclic AMP. D. AMP. The correct answer is C. Cyclic AMP, or CAMP, is an important second messenger formed from ATP during cell signaling pathways. In an exergonic reaction, there is a change in free energy. A. Decrease. B. No change. C. Negative. D. Increase. The correct answer is A. Exergonic reactions release energy, resulting in a decrease in free energy. What is the biological significance of cyclic AMP, or CAMP, in cell signaling pathways? A. It acts as a structural component of the cell membrane. B. It activates protein phosphorylation cascades that regulate cellular processes. C. It is involved in DNA replication. D. It supports cell division. The correct answer is B. Cyclic AMP, or CAMP, plays a crucial role in cell signaling pathways. It activates protein phosphorylation cascades that regulate various cellular processes. The conversion of ADP to ATP is an example of what kind of reaction? A. Endergonic. B. Exergonic. C. Spontaneous. D. Non-spontaneous. The correct answer is A. The conversion of ADP to ATP is an endergonic reaction, requiring an input of energy. In which type of reaction is the free energy change, delta G, negative? A. Endergonic. B. Exergonic. C. Spontaneous. D. Non-spontaneous. The correct answer is B. An exergonic reaction releases free energy, resulting in a negative delta G value. In a biological system, what term refers to the measure of a system's ability to do work or cause change? A. Entropy. B. Enthalpy. C. Gibbs Free Energy. D. Activation energy. The correct answer is C. The Gibbs Free Energy is a measure of a system's ability to do work or cause change in a biological system. Which of the following reactions is likely to occur spontaneously without added energy in a biological system? A. Delta G is less than 0. B. Delta G is greater than 0. C. Delta G equals 0. D. Delta H equals 0. The correct answer is A. Reactions with a negative delta G value are likely to occur spontaneously without the input of energy in a biological system. What role does cyclic AMP, or CAMP, play in cell signaling pathways? A. Energy storage. B. Cell membrane structure. C. Second messenger. D. Nucleic acid synthesis. The correct answer is C. Cyclic AMP, or CAMP, acts as a second messenger in cell signaling pathways, relaying and amplifying the signal inside the cell. Which of the following reactions results in a decrease in free energy and is often associated with energy release in a biological system? A. Exergonic reaction. B. Endergonic reaction. C. Spontaneous reaction. D. Non-spontaneous reaction. The correct answer is A. An exergonic reaction results in a decrease in free energy, and is often associated with energy release in a biological system. How do ATP molecules contribute to energy requiring cellular processes? A. By breaking down into nucleotides. B. By acting as structural components of organelles. C. By releasing energy when hydrolyzed. D. By promoting DNA replication. The correct answer is C. ATP molecules contribute to cellular processes that require energy by releasing energy when hydrolyzed, providing a source of readily available energy. What term describes a reaction that absorbs energy and has a positive change in free energy in a biological system? A. Exergonic reaction. B. Endogonic reaction. C. Spontaneous reaction. D. Non-spontaneous reaction. The correct answer is B. An endogonic reaction absorbs energy from its surroundings and has a positive change in free energy in a biological system. The relationship between free energy, enthalpy, and entropy in a spontaneous biological reaction is characterized by which of the following? A. Delta G is greater than 0. B. Delta H is less than T delta S. C. Delta G is less than 0. D. Delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. The correct answer is C. In a spontaneous reaction, the change in free energy, delta G, is negative, delta G is less than 0, in a biological context. What is the main biological significance of cyclic AMP, or CAMP, in cell signaling pathways? A. Energy storage. B. Cell membrane integrity. C. Signal transduction. D. Metabolic pathways regulation. The correct answer is C. Cyclic AMP, or CAMP, is important in cell signaling. It acts as a second messenger, transducing extracellular signals into intracellular responses. Which of the following reactions involves converting ADP to ATP, and is an energy-requiring process in a biological system? A. Exergonic reaction. B. Endogonic reaction. C. Spontaneous reaction. D. Non-spontaneous reaction. The correct answer is B. The conversion of ADP to ATP is an endogonic reaction that requires energy input to form the high-energy phosphate bonds in ATP. How does free energy, or Gibbs free energy, relate to whether a reaction in a biological system happens on its own? A. A positive delta G means the reaction is spontaneous. B. A negative delta G means the reaction is not spontaneous. C. Delta G equals delta H minus T delta S. D. A negative delta G means the reaction is spontaneous. The correct answer is D. In a biological system, a negative change in free energy, delta G less than 0, indicates that a reaction is likely to be spontaneous, releasing energy. Which of the following are characteristics of an exergonic reaction? A. Absorbs energy. B. Positive delta G. C. Energy released. D. Non-spontaneous. The correct answer is C. In an exergonic reaction, energy is released, leading to a negative delta G value in spontaneity. What is the significance of ATP in cellular processes? A. Energy carrier. B. Signal molecule. C. Structural component. D. Enzyme cofactor. The correct answer is A. ATP serves as an important energy carrier in various cellular processes, providing energy for biochemical reactions. How does cyclic AMP, or CAMP, function in cell signaling pathways? A. As an energy carrier. B. As a signal molecule. C. As a structural component. D. As an enzyme cofactor. The correct answer is B. CAMP acts as a secondary messenger in cell signaling, relaying signals from extracellular messengers to intracellular targets. What type of change in free energy is typically associated with a spontaneous reaction in a biological system? A. Positive. B. 0. C. Negative. D. Variable. The correct answer is C. Spontaneous reactions have a negative delta G, indicating they release energy and proceed without additional input. In a biological system, what's the primary role of cyclic AMP or CAMP in cell signaling pathways? A. Energy production. B. Cell structure maintenance. C. Signal transduction. D. Enzyme activation. The correct answer is C. CAMP plays a crucial role in signal transduction, facilitating communication between extracellular signals and intracellular responses. What describes a reaction with a negative Gibbs free energy value, delta G, in a biological system? A. Endogonic. B. Energy absorption. C. Spontaneous. D. Non-spontaneous. The correct answer is C. A negative delta G signifies that the reaction is exergonic, releasing free energy and proceeding spontaneously. What is the primary function of cyclic AMP or CAMP in cell signaling pathways? A. Energy storage. B. Signal amplification. C. Structural support. D. Enzyme inhibition. The correct answer is B. CAMP acts as a signal amplifier in cell signaling pathways, enhancing and propagating the original signal for downstream cellular responses. What is the main significance of ATP in energy-requiring cellular processes? A. Structural integrity. B. Signal transduction. C. Energy currency. D. Enzyme activation. The correct answer is C. ATP serves as the primary energy currency in cells, providing readily available energy for various biochemical reactions essential for cellular functions. Which of the following reactions typically results in a decrease in free energy and contributes to energy release in a biological system? A. Negative delta G. B. Endogonic. C. Non-spontaneous. D. Energy absorption. The correct answer is A. Reactions with a negative delta G value release free energy, making them exergonic and often associated with energy-releasing processes in biological systems. What term describes a reaction that releases energy and has a negative delta G value in a biological system? A. Endogonic. B. Exergonic. C. Enthalpic. D. Volatile. The correct answer is B. An exergonic reaction releases energy and has a negative delta G value. Which of the following is a key second messenger molecule formed from ATP during cell signaling pathways in biological systems? A. GTP. B. CAMP. C. UDP. D. NAD. The correct answer is B. Cyclic AMP or CAMP is a key second messenger molecule formed from ATP during cell signaling pathways. In a biological context, what does a negative Gibbs free energy, delta G value, indicate about a reaction? A. The reaction is endogonic. B. The reaction absorbs energy. C. The reaction is spontaneous. D. The reaction is non-spontaneous. The correct answer is C. A negative Gibbs free energy, delta G value, indicates that the reaction is spontaneous. What is the primary significance of cyclic AMP or CAMP in cell signaling pathways? A. Regulation of gene expression. B. Cell structure maintenance. C. Energy production. D. Immune response activation. The correct answer is A. The primary significance of cyclic AMP or CAMP in cell signaling pathways is the regulation of gene expression. Which of the following reactions typically leads to a decrease in free energy and contributes to energy release in a biological system? A. Endothermic reaction. B. Spontaneous reaction. C. Endergonic reaction. D. Exergonic reaction. The correct answer is D. An exergonic reaction typically leads to a decrease in free energy and contributes to energy release in a biological system.